this is Harvey Goldman and welcome to my review of this Ibanez. It's an RGEW521MZW, crazy numbering system that they've got, but there you go. So this guitar, it's an RG. We all know and love the Ibanez RG. It's been their mainstay for probably around 35 years now. Classic pointy strat shape, super fast, super playable neck. So this guitar has got a few important additions to it that make it better than a normal RG, and we'll get into those. So the first thing of note is, of course, the body, zebra wood. You don't find that on many electric guitars unless they're custom builds or custom shop models. Generally, it's a type of wood that's normally reserved for high-end acoustics. And in this case, the carpet does match the curtains. The headstock does in fact match the body, which is really cool. I think all guitars should have that. There's nothing worse than a beautiful guitar body and just a solid black headstock. It looks like they've kind of not bothered. So the fingerboard, as you can see, is roasted maple, and that is absolutely a thing of beauty. Gorgeous fingerboard. This one has stainless steel frets, and also a nice touch is that the tone and volume controls, instead of being black hardware like the rest of the body, they are in fact wood, which is a really cool touch, and I like it a lot. Also, we have got an aged pickup selector button, I guess you'd call it. So that's been kind of creamed to match the pickups, and the binding on the guitar has also been aged to match this. So there's a really nice aesthetic with this guitar. It's a really beautiful instrument to look at. Because it's an Ibanez, because it's an RG, we know it's going to play fantastically as well. And yeah, so the pickups on this guitar, most RG models, depending on the year, if they're around the same price point as this, which is about 650 English. The pickups you're going to get are either going to be Ibanez Quantums, or if it's an older RG, you might get Infinities, or you might get perhaps V series pickups. This actually has pickups that are the same as the Paul Gilbert models, the Tone Zone and the Air Norton, and they are absolutely mint. You won't find better pickups on an RG guitar. Let's get into some clean tones and see what we've got. So the wireless system that I'm going to use today is going to be the Legato system. I tend to use this for my home practice. I wouldn't use it live, it does suffer the occasional dropout, but for home practice it's perfect. You can't get a better system, and I believe I paid about £35 for it on Amazon. The amp that I'm going to use is a Positive Grid Spark amp. It's the Spark 40 watt, and I've got it dialed in on what is essentially a Fender twin reverb with lots of reverb. So let's have a look at that neck pickup. Sounds glassy. The thing that I like about these pickups is that they do sound really different in all of the positions, and seldom is that the case with many guitars. So the difference is that in the neck position, obviously things sound fat, they sound punchy, and as you progress through the selector towards the bridge, you're obviously increasing the middle and the treble, so things get a bit more mid in order to cut through that mix. I actually prefer to do my solos in the neck position. I know that's probably backwards to most guitar players. But yeah, so let's have a look at the fourth position. So what this one does, it basically splits the neck pickup in two. Let's have a look and see how that sounds. Again, it's got great chops. It sounds a little bit Fenderish. I play all sorts on my guitars. I'm a big fan of drum and bass. I'm a big fan of dubstep, anything with electronic noises. So that kind of lends itself more to my style of playing because I wash everything with pedals anyway. Okay, so let's check that middle position, and this will give you quite a punchy sound. It's going to split the pickups in two and then combine them. So let's see how that sounds. Yeah, so that sounded fat. So let's check out the second position, which will split the bridge pickup in two, and let's see how that sounds. Sounds nice. It's got a very Fenderish tone to it again. What I find is that usually positions 4 and 2 on a 5 pickup guitar, because you're splitting humbuckers down, you can get stressy tones out of them if you play around with the tone control as well, of course. So now the one that I've been waiting for, let's have a look at the bridge pickup. You can really hear that treble cutting through. Sounds nice. Okay, let's see how it sounds with a bit of filth. I do prefer the neck position, it has to be said. I think the neck position has a nice, warm, creamy tone to it. Let's see how it takes the intro to the Cult. I quite like. We've established it's a nice looking guitar, we've established that it sounds great. The price point on these is around 600-ish in the UK, that's about 700 or so dollars. You can find them cheaper on Marketplace on eBay, and I've seen them go for around 350, 400 pounds, which is an absolute bargain. I firmly believe that you won't find a guitar of this spec with this versatility for the same money. So Ibanez, you've knocked it out of the park. It's been a pleasure. I've been Goldman. Like, follow and subscribe. Peace out.